Hedging English for Risk Committees. Speak safely with impact. Welcome. Today we're talking about strategic hedging and risk committees, how to speak carefully without sounding evasive. Hedging protects credibility under uncertainty. When data is evolving, measured language shows you understand the limits of the evidence. It also signals prudence to regulators and boards, who expect disciplined judgments, not overconfident promises. Finally, hedging keeps options open while progress continues. You can move work forward, refine models, and adapt to new inputs without walking back bold claims later. Smart hedging isn't hiding. It's professional risk communication that builds trust and enables better decisions. Use 3 moves. First, quantify uncertainty with ranges, scenarios, and likelihoods. Instead of, quote, impact is small, say, impact is 2 to 4% in the base case, with a low chance of exceeding 5%. Second, choose cautious verbs and modals. Suggests, may, could, is likely to. These verbs show proportionate confidence. Third, attribute sources and assumptions so listeners see the logic. Based on Q3 pilot data and stable liquidity assumptions. When people know what your statement rests on, they judge both your analysis and your prudence more fairly. Here are practical starters that keep you clear yet careful. Use "we are likely to" or "we expect to" when probability is on your side but not guaranteed. Say, our current view suggests or indicates to show conclusions are evidence-led and updatable. Add guardrails like subject to validation and regulatory feedback. This reminds the room that independent checks and oversight may adjust timing or scope. Combine them. We expect to reach target capital. Our current view suggests a 2 to 4% impact, subject to model validation. Balanced, honest, and forward-moving. Make uncertainty visible. Use ranges. We estimate a 2 to 4% capital impact, not a single number that implies false precision. Add scenario language to show path dependence. Base case 2 to 4%, downside 4 to 6%, severe up to 8%. Then apply probability bands. Downside is moderately likely, severe is low likelihood. This structure helps committees compare outcomes, stress resource needs, and set triggers. Numbers don't remove uncertainty, but they contain it, so stakeholders can calibrate decisions rather than debate gut feelings. Anchor your claim to data and time. Say, based on preliminary data as of Q3, to flag freshness and limits. State key assumptions. Assume stable market liquidity, makes the dependency explicit and testable. Then time-bound your next check? We will revisit after the next stress test. This signals discipline and accountability. Together, attribution, assumptions, and review dates create a transparent audit trail. If conditions shift, you can update confidently. The committee knows what changed and why your recommendation evolves without undermining your credibility. Be direct, then precise. Answer the question first, then qualify. Yes, we can absorb the shock. In the base case, the impact is 2 to 4%. Next, state what is known versus unknown. We have validated deposit outflows. Counterparty behavior under severe stress remains uncertain. Finally, offer an action or checkpoint next. We'll complete sensitivity testing by Friday and update the downside range. This approach respects time, shows leadership, and keeps momentum. Clear commitment, transparent limits, and a concrete plan to close gaps. We expect a moderate impact, likely 2 to 4%, subject to model validation. short, quantified, and properly CAV'd. Our base case indicates adequate liquidity, but severe stress could tighten buffers. Clear contrast between normal and extreme. Pending regulator feedback, we plan to phase implementation over 2 quarters. Signals intent and acknowledges governance. Use these as templates. Commit to the direction, quantify the effect, name the dependency, and show the path forward. They project confidence without overpromising, and that's what committees trust. Before you speak, run this in your head. 1. Quantify. Don't blur. Use ranges, scenarios, and likelihoods. 2. Name assumptions and timing, data vintage, key dependencies, and the next review date. 3. Offer a next step or decision gate. What will you do, by when, and what will trigger a reevaluation? If your statement hits these 3, you're hedging with clarity, not hiding behind vagueness. That's how you guide tough conversations and keep decisions disciplined under uncertainty.